happy Wednesday to everybody. It's a time for Midweek Update. It's June the 10th, and I trust this has been a good day for you. I really do. I've got quite a few things to pass on to you, and then maybe a word of encouragement as well. But let me pass on some information that I think will be meaningful and certainly helpful for you, all right? First of all, as I mentioned this last week, we need to be praying for our country. You already know that, and I'm sure you already are. But this Thursday, that would be tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock at our Civic Center, many of the churches of Mission Viejo will be gathering to pray, to intercede for our nation, given not only the coronavirus pandemic and all the crisis related to that, but certainly the riots in the last couple of weeks related to the death of George Floyd and now many others as well. So we need to be praying for our country. Let me encourage you, if you feel comfortable going outside and being in a larger gathering, please come. I'll be there. I'd love to be with you there. There will be, everybody will be following the just the protocols and the guidelines for social distancing. So if you come, please wear a mask, and we'll be certainly intending and planning on standing 6 feet apart. So again, that's tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock. Okay, we'll pray for 1 hour. It'll be a powerful time, and we need to pray together. So I encourage you to come if you feel comfortable. All right, that's the first thing. Then this Sunday at 1 p.m. we have our all-church meeting. We get together as an entire church for a meeting, if you will, twice a year, first part of February and then the middle of June. The reason we get together in the middle of June is so that we can vote on a couple of things. The first would be our new fiscal year budget, which begins July the 1st. So that is a budget that's prepared by me and the ministry team. It's presented to the elders. The elders then look over it and get to the place where they approve it, and then after that, the final step is to go to all of you for a vote. So I'd encourage you to be a part of that all-church meeting. It's this Sunday, 1 o'clock. It'll be a Zoom meeting, so you can do that from the, you can join in from just the comfort of your own home. You will receive an email with a link to the meeting, as well as you could find that link on our website. Now, let me double back for a second and tell you what else we'll be doing. First, we will present the budget and answer any questions related to it. Secondly, we'll also present any elder candidates that we have, and we do, in fact, have an elder candidate. We have one seat to fill for the new elder term, and so we'll present that candidate to you via Zoom as well, and then there'll be a chance to vote on that elder candidate. In addition to that, I'll be sharing with you updates related to our construction, just the timing of things and where we are, and then secondly, also an update with respect to our capital campaign to raise the funds. Where are we in our Ready campaign? So lots of important things to talk about. It'll be a 1 hour meeting, a Zoom meeting, 1 p.m. this Sunday. All right, look forward to seeing you there. Also, Father's Day is just around the corner. Not this Sunday, but the following one. And we need photos of you and your father. So you need to get those to us. If you could do that, we're going to put together a video collage that we will play on Father's Day, June the 21st. But again, in order to be able to do that, we need photos, your photos. So if you have photos of yourself and your father, or yourself and your children, or wives, if you've got some great photos, you just want to surprise your husband, you can get those photos to Joel Van Ginkel at missionhillschurch.com. Joel Van Ginkel at missionhillschurch.com. He needs those photos by Monday, actually Tuesday, which is June the 16th. So by next Tuesday, those photos need to be in, all right? Thank you for doing that. It'll be a beautiful way to celebrate dads. Now, we are all very excited for the chance to be back together on our church campus. And when is that going to happen? I mentioned it before, June the 28th, last Sunday of the month. We will be able to gather on our southwest campus. That will be the Vista Paint, or the CVS side of our horseshoe-shaped parking lot. So join us in the parking lot, June the 28th. Here are a few details about that service. We will have 3 50-foot canopies to provide shade, with all the chairs appropriately arranged in the guidelines related to social distancing. So that all that'll be appropriate. You don't have to worry about moving your chair. You just come, you'll have a seat to sit in. It'll be already social distance. We'll have plenty of shade. If you like, bring your beach chair. Again, if you prefer, you can do that. The service will be a shortened service, but it's a service for the entire family, so bring your kids with you, all right? We'll send you a detailed informational sheet by this coming Monday, which would be June the 15th. That'll have every question you could possibly think of, and we will not only pose the question, we'll give you the answers to those questions so you can be best prepared and excited to regather as a church in our Southwest parking lot on June the 28th, just a few weeks away. So I'm very excited about that. Again, just another note, we will continue moving forward with our broadcast, our online broadcast of the service at 9 o'clock, as you've been getting that. So you can stay home in the comfort of your home and watch the 9 a.m. broadcast, or you can be present here for the live service face-to-face on campus, okay? That's the scoop there. Now, construction, I always tell you it's continuing because it's a never-ending project. At least it feels that way. But I've got some photos for you. You'll see that they're putting the drywall up, insulation drywall, and getting ready to really sort of finish off the final stage of our new offices, which are in the back of the church, the very back of the parking lot area. That's where our new offices will be. And so you'll see these photos there too. It's great to see that taking shape. Now, if you go to the front of the property in our lobby where we have coffee and where the church offices used to be, boy, is it torn up. They're doing demo, as you can see from these photos. They're really ripping it up. It's hard to even recognize which room is which room. So that's happening as I speak. And then, not only that, but they have gone outside to the patio. And the patio, the pavers are gone, the concrete's almost all gone. It's dirt. They are tearing it up and getting ready to construct an absolutely gorgeous and very much expanded patio from what we're used to. So lots of activity, as you can see. This is exciting. This is what we prayed to God for. This is what we trusted our finances to God for. Things are coming to life and it's beginning to take shape. So I'm very excited about that. All right, so those are some of the details. I wanted to make sure, just checking to make sure I got it all. I think I did. So yes, those are the details I want to make sure you have. Listen, one of, just a word or two of encouragement here. One of the realities of pain and discomfort, right, is that it makes us look forward to better, easier, brighter days. And that's certainly the case with the coronavirus, right? There's pain and there's discomfort in all of this. And so we look forward, don't we? We are forward-looking people. We just are as humans. And we look forward to what? Better, brighter, happier days. And so that's certainly what this coronavirus does. It makes us look forward. I mean, we're all looking forward to that day when we can say, man, do you remember the coronavirus? I'm sure glad that's over. We're not there yet, but we do what? We look forward to being at that place where we can say it's all in the past. But as I've said many times, do not waste a crisis. Do not waste a crisis. And as I've said that before, what I've meant is, in the midst of the discomfort, the struggle, the difficulty of these present days, and whatever that particularly means in your situation, be sure regularly, daily, to pause and say, Father, what are you trying to show me that I haven't seen before? What do you want to show me about you? What do you want to show me about myself or about the people with whom I'm in relationship? Don't waste this crisis by not stepping aside, pausing, getting alone with the Lord, and asking those crucial questions so that this crisis can be leveraged for your own spiritual growth. This is a time of growth. We grow more in times of difficulty and crisis than we do in times of ease. So don't waste the crisis. And be asking yourself, what am I really hoping for? Matter of fact, that's my question for you on this day. What is it that you're hoping happens in the next 6 months? If something could happen, something in your life could change, what would be that change that you're hoping for? Because in all of that, there's a bit of a trap. As long as I am, or you are, looking forward to something getting better, it then begs the question, in what or in whom am I placing that hope that something changes. I mean, maybe you're hoping that your health returns, or that you get a good result on a medical exam or test, and you're waiting for the results, and you're hoping they're the results that are good and positive for your health. Maybe you're hoping to find employment. Maybe you're one of the 2.4 million Californians out of work. It's natural to hope, right? For health, for employment. Maybe you're hoping that you'll be able to take that trip that got postponed or even canceled. Maybe if you're a student, you're hoping you get to return to campus in the fall and not have to do online school again. We're all hoping for something. Maybe it's just for a normal routine to return again. But we are hoping. And here's what happens. When we're hoping for something and that hope is realized, what do we experience? We experience satisfaction, right? There's always some measure of satisfaction that's experienced, that's realized when our hopes come true. But again, that's where the trap can be. It's normal to feel satisfied when you get a job and overjoyed. It's normal to have a sense of satisfaction when whatever it is you're hoping for actually occurs. But don't be deceived. Nothing can satisfy the human heart, nothing can satisfy the human soul as God can. So, be very particular in what or in whom you place your trust. In fact, be very specific. Place it in the Lord. Not in man, not in this world, not in happenstance, not in chance, not in luck, not in the roll of a dice. Place your hope in the Lord. That's what David did. In him you will find satisfaction. In fact, in him you'll find satisfaction even if your hope, as you've described it, is not realized. You'll still find satisfaction, because satisfaction is a result of closeness to God, leaning on him, trusting him. Ultimately is not a result of having your hopes realized. So, listen to David, speaking of one who places hope in the Lord. He said this in Psalm 63. Listen to what he writes. Actually, this is a prayer. You, God, are my God. Earnestly I seek you. I thirst for you. My whole being longs for you. In a dry and parched land where there is no water. See, there's no satisfaction physically in a dry and parched land where there's no water. And yet, who's he seeking? He's seeking the Lord. He goes on, I have seen you in the sanctuary. I've beheld your power. And God, I've beheld your glory. Because your love is better than life. And because of that, my lips will glorify you. My lips will praise you. I will praise you as long as I live. And in your name, I will lift up my hands. Listen closely, verse 5. I will be fully satisfied as with the richest of foods. In other words, I will be fully satisfied with you, God, as if I'm eating the most delicious meal at a banquet table. That's how satisfied I'll be. Not in the food, but in you. With singing lips, my mouth will praise you. On my bed at night, I'll remember you. I'll think of you through the watches of the night, because you are my help. I sing in the shadow of your wings. Notice where David has gone. In every line, he's moving in the direction of the Lord, and then describes it as praising him where? In the shadow of God's wings. See how close David has moved to the Lord? So I sing in the shadow of your wings, and then verse 8, I cling to you, not to the hope of a job, not to the hope of better health, not to the hope of a restored relationship, not to the hope of a vacation. Are those bad things to hope in or to desire? Absolutely not. But we look to the Lord, to the fulfillment of those things, whether they happen the way we would design it, prescribe it, or not. So he says finally, I cling to you, your right hand upholds me. And ultimately that's what we want. We want to be upheld. We want to be able to stand strong in life and experience the life God has for us. And you find it by seeking him. So, only God can satisfy the human heart. So let me say to you, just as clearly as I say to myself, keep seeking the satisfaction that he is. Amen? That's the word for the day. All right. God bless you. See you at the prayer meeting tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, Civic Center, if you can make it. If not, we will see you Sunday morning, 9 o'clock on our Sunday morning broadcast. Love you very much. Take care.